Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of Inside the Den. Now today we're going to take a look at Team Fortress 2. Now this is just recently went free to play, and it is a first-person shooter MMO. Actually, I believe it's actually a third-person shooter MMO, so I was wrong there. But really cool that it just went free to play, and we're seeing a big move over to free to play by a lot of games that were previously only pay to play. Now, as far as Team Fortress 2, you pretty much just had to buy the retail copy, so it didn't have like a monthly subscription or anything like that. They always had kind of the shop where you could pick up other items. Now, as far as like what's the difference is between a free to play and a premium. Now, essentially, your account becomes premium the second that you buy anything. You can go into the shop here, and let's take a look at here anyway. So you've got the Man and Company, we sell products and get into fights. And you can see everything here is based on real-world currency. You can see like this is $12.99. Some of the things are $2.49. You've got different bundles that are 99 cents or whatever. They're all on sale. You've got different hats where you can customize your character. We'll actually get into that in a second. All kinds of different weapons for your different classes, miscellaneous, and then you've also got support your map makers where you can actually pick up different maps that aren't just standard with the game. These are created maps. And it's actually kind of cool because a portion of the proceeds raised from this go, as you can see here, net and any applicable attacks will go directly to the creators of the map. So it's kind of cool that you can actually create maps, and if they get placed in the game and up for sale, then you as the creator actually get a piece. But that's pretty cool as far as that's all set up. Now, so essentially that creates a premium account if you just spend anything. Or you can go out and you can buy the retail version of the game, and you can upgrade and stuff like that directly to a full premium account. Now the difference is with a free account you get 50 backpack slots. With premium you get 300. Now as far as items are concerned, just standard items are available to free accounts. On the premium side, standard, rare, and cosmetic are available. As far as crafting, on the free side you have limited blueprints, and then on the premium side you have all blueprints are available. And then as for the another thing that kind of comes into play is the trading. On the free side, if you have a free account, you can only receive items. Now, if you have a premium account, full trading is available, so you can trade back and forth with other players and things like that. And then as far as the gifting is concerned, you can receive gifts as a free player, but you can't give them. Only the premium accounts can actually give gifts. And that's it. Other than that, the game is completely free to play. One of the things I highly recommend if you haven't played Team Fortress 2 before is run through the training really quick. You can go through basic training, and basic training will actually walk you through all the different, or at least most of the different character classes. There's actually 9 character classes that you can choose from when you play, and then if as you want, you can kind of jump in here and do offline practice where it says sharpen your skill on bots. Now that's kind of cool because if like I said, there's 9 different character classes. We're going to jump into a game here really quick, but there's 9 different character classes, and with those 9 different ones, they all have different types of skills and abilities and weapons and ways to play them, and they also have each character class has kind of their anti-class or their weaker or stronger class. So there's a certain class that each class is strong against and also weak against. So you want to get to know those things. Now what's really cool about this is you can come in here and there's 7 different modes. Now one of those is random, so that really doesn't count. And you can just jump right into a game. But what's really neat about this, I mean, you can see the number of active matches just in the payload. I mean, it's really cool to see how many active matches and so many active matches. I think as soon as this went free to play, like right out of the gate, it had like 60,000 players right away. And so, I mean, you see those types of things, and that's really cool to see. But let's run through these different ones. This is payload. Essentially, you need to maneuver this payload, this cart, through different checkpoints, and then get it all the way to the enemy's home base, basically blowing them up. King of the Hill. 2 teams go at it, and you've got kind of a king of the hill like control center spot that you want to control, and the team that finally gains control of that until before time runs out wins. You've got attack defense, so you've got one side that's defending a spot, one side that's attacking a spot, and you can kind of see that the art style is pretty cool. It's got a good little bit of humor to it, which is always nice to see. An added level of entertainment, so to say. Then you've got payload race, which is 2 teams, 2 bombs, 2 tracks. Hilarity ensues. So basically 2 teams, and you're trying to get your payload there before the other guy wins. So kind of a cool little mode there. And you've got control points, which you move between different areas, and you've got to take over and control different spots on the map, which is kind of cool. And then capture the flag. Now, it's actually not capture the flag. It's actually capture the intelligence, because it's a glowing briefcase and not an actual flag. But once again, you know, your standard type of thing, but they add their own little shtick to it. And then you've got random. But we're gonna jump in, and you know what we're gonna do? You know what? Let's do an attack and defense. So let's jump in there. Now you can see I have played decently on a demo man, and then a little bit on a soldier. And you can see here's all the different different character classes that you have available. And then you can see it keeps track of all your stats: most healing, most invulnerables, most kills by sentry, all kinds of different stuff gets kept track. And I can tell you the achievement system for this game is enormous. I mean, the number of achievements they have is absolutely insane. You go outside and, you know, we'll play this a little bit and then jump out before we run out of time, because I do want to. It's pretty intense. So you got these little movies that you can watch. We're going to continue on. We're going to be in the Dust Bowl. There's different maps also. So let's continue. And you know what? Let's jump on the blue side. So here's the different types of characters you can choose from. You've got, you know, your scout, you've got your soldier, pyro, demo man, heavy, engineer, medic, a sniper, and a spy. And they all have their own different styles. We're going to start out as a soldier and run around. Now he has a shotgun and a bazooka. Now you can change weapons pretty quickly and easily just using your mouse wheel, or you can just use the different numbers. Now this game actually just ended. It's just about to start a new game. So we're going to be able to run around a little bit, but we've got 60 seconds. So see, capture the final 2 control points to win the game. We've got 60 seconds before this is going to start, so we're actually going to be waiting here and just hanging out until those last 30 seconds are up. But you can go in here and you can see, maybe we can jump in and see the achievements. So this is what I was talking about with the achievements. There are just tons and tons of achievements, and you can see even some of these are like 1 of 5. And so you can see there's some that I've already earned. Hard to kill, get 5 kills in a row without dying. Ready for duty, complete each class to unlock the next is essentially the training part. And so there's even more than this. You can see the total achievements earned. I've earned 4 of 378, so I've earned 1%. So let's go back, and we're actually going to jump back into the game. So let's exit that, and here we go. See if we can take some of these guys out. See the window there. Oh, I actually got taken out. You can see there's your stats. So I've died once. You can see down at the bottom. You can see the stats of the other guys because they've been playing. I've actually found a new weapon. Now what's really cool about this is you can actually earn all of the weapons through achievements or through different things like that. So you don't have to necessarily pay for them in the cache, which is pretty cool. There was a sentry, so the engineers can actually set up different buildings and stuff like that. I'm going to try and take that thing out because it's really kind of devastating to have that thing right there. Let's see if we can go up this way and do a little bit more damage. And sometimes, you know, just firing these bazooka shots blindly is better than nothing else, because they can get pretty crazy. There's another one of the sentries right there. Let's see if we can get some lucky shots. There's another one. Did we actually get that one? Yes, we did. So we got the destruction right around that. So we did get 1 point. Let's kind of stay. Now that guy right there, he's a heavy, and they actually have the most hit points and the most damage by that machine gun. But it's pretty crazy. All the different character classes are pretty cool, and they all have, like I said, they all have their own special abilities and stuff like that. And you kind of want to use all those different things to your advantage, which is you know, really all part of the game. So it really makes the game very unique and very different as far as, you know, the third-person shooter. I'm sorry, the first person. I said third-person secondly, but I was right the first time. It's actually a first-person shooter. So see, we've now actually going to control this spot. And there's actually a pyro man. Those guys are pretty cool. They can essentially just light all kinds of shit on fire. Now, one thing that you can see down my bottom left, I've got 31 health. And there's health packs all over the place, different spots, and stuff like that. And so you really want to use those to your advantage too. Let's see if we can get up here a little bit and jump around. Let's see if we can take this guy out from this. Some of these guys out from this. So you can see there's grenades flying all over the place. We need to get some health. There's usually some health. There we go. There's some right in there. That didn't give me too much. It gave me a little bit. See, that guy's shooting out sticky bombs. Now the sticky bombs are kind of cool because you can set them in different spots, and then you can blow them up later, which is kind of a cool little feature. See, I was getting wasted by that guy over there. I just got tagged by him. So he was actually shooting at somebody else and totally took me out. But you can see him, we're going to respawn. The respawn is pretty quick, which is cool. And then you can essentially just use your comma key to change whatever class you want. I'm gonna actually, you know what? I'm actually gonna go with the demo man, so you guys can see what that's all about. So you've got two different guns. One fires off the grenade is the grenade launcher, and then the other one actually shoots off the sticky bombs. And the sticky bombs are actually, they come in really handy. There's a healer, so you can see he's healing up this sniper right there. And we're going to take off in this direction and see if we can get over here. So you can see some people are earning some of the different achievements and stuff like that. So that's pretty cool to see. The nice thing about the grenades here is you can actually bounce those off the walls. Let's see if we can bounce them away. Let's see if we can get lucky at all. Oh, I just got wasted. I think I ran into some guy and he actually pushed me around a little bit. So yeah, I'm doing great. 3 deaths, no kills, 1 destruction. Just completely awesome. So let's see if we can pick this up a little bit. Get in here and get it back to the fight. Now what's really nice is one of the other things that you can do is see there's an engineer right there, and he's actually setting up a sentry so they can't recapture that spot, which they're not going to do anyways. But he can also set up these teleporter spots, and with the teleporters, he can take and he can set up spots to where we can actually so we can actually take and teleport back and forth between different spots, and it helps speed up our getting back to the front line. So that gets really handy to have an engineer do that. So let's see if we can actually get a kill this game before we have to leave. I'm going to blame it on having to talk to you guys at the same time that I'm playing. I can't focus. So let's see what we've got here. Now, like I said, there's several different maps. It's really cool, I think, that they have all the game modes and then the different maps. Now, even with this guy, what you can see here is I can take and I can switch over to my sticky bomb. I don't even know what I got hit with right there. Looks like I got hit by that guy. He's got some shields, so he's got some items and stuff like that he's using to make. Oh, that guy just lost his head. So you can see different people with different items, and that's actually the item shop is the only way that you can really customize your character. Essentially, all characters look exactly the same until you buy different items, whether it be shoes or helmets or hats or different things like that in the game's cash shop. Let's see if we can get here. See if we can help this guy out in here using sticky bombs. So this is one spot that I know I can use these sticky bombs. Now you can see in the bottom right I can actually charge these up so I can shoot them a lot farther. So I'm going to charge this up. He's going to set up a little sentry guy there. I'm going to shoot a few of these in there. Try and see if I can get lucky with some of these shots. Need to shoot across the way. You know, put that on the wall, but not where I want it. Basically, once you have those set, just right click to see if we can take out this dispenser that he's setting up. See, he's got the sentry set up. The sentry's gonna actually do a lot of damage, which is pretty cool because he can actually see he can repair it by beating on it essentially. I think I actually just killed myself. So let's see. Yep, I did. I killed myself. Awesome maneuver. We're gonna try a different class now. We're gonna go with the heavy. I haven't played this guy yet, so let's see what it's all about. Now see, here's one of those teleporters. And we actually, so see, he set up the teleporter and I was able to quickly get here. You can see he's got, I actually did get 1 score, but that's only because I I took and did a little bit of damage to a sentry and destroyed it. But now we're actually on the defending side, so it's our job to defend those same spots and keep the blue guys from actually getting control of anything. So see, he's going to come up here, and I bet you he's going to set up a sentry there. Our first job is to head into their little area and make sure that they're not able to do too much. And the first control point that they're going to try and get a hold of is this one right here. So we're actually gonna take, and you can see there's some of my other teammates. They're already setting up, ready to take these guys out. So I'm gonna set myself up here too. And we've got 13 seconds until we get started. And I bet there's a bunch of guys that are gonna pop out down there. We're gonna crouch down, and let's see how we do.
1.
See, basically this guy can take a ton of damage. He's just gonna, and if I have, the nice thing is that I have a healer on, I can take it, I can pretty much sit here and just let loose on these guys all day long, and he's just gonna keep healing me up. Here's up the fire, he's gonna try and melt me up. There goes that soldier. Let's see if, I'm actually out of weapons now, or I'm out of ammo now. So, might as well run in there, but I did get 5 kills, essentially redeeming myself completely. 5 kills in 1 shot, and I even got 1 assist. So, I'm going to stay with that guy for now. And actually, you know what? I'm not. I'm actually going to switch over because I like playing Demo Man on this map because it's really cool. You can set up some pretty cool stuff with the sticky bombs. So there's a soldier, so let's head out of here, and you can follow the signs to control point. Once again, we haven't gotten our teleporter set up yet, so let's see how we do. I'm going to switch over to the sticky bombs, set up a little trap for some of these guys in some of this space. This guy's actually shooting at us. Switch our weapon.
Time has been added.
So we just, and direct hits by the grenades actually blow up and pretty much do a complete kill. So those are pretty awesome. But let's switch over to one more guy. Let's take a look at the let's take a look at the soldier again. I want to go ahead and use him on this. So, and it's kind of cool. It shows you like guys that are taking you out, or other guys on your team. You can see the items that they're carrying around. So we're gonna cruise off in this direction, and we actually lost that first point. So right now our job is to make sure that we keep control of this point. And I know that guy's up there somewhere because there's a spot where he can cruise around. He's actually up in there. Let's see if we can. Now the great thing about the grenade, the missile launcher, or the bazooka, so to say, is that it actually does splash damage. So these guys can run into the splash damage, and we can take some of them out with just splash damage. We don't have to get direct hits. So I didn't get any of those guys, but I'm sure I did some decent damage on them. At least I hope I did. So, and we actually lost. That was cool. But I hope you guys enjoyed this. Don't forget to subscribe and keep yourself updated as each new episode is released. And if you'd like to play or learn more about Team Fortress 2, you can read our full review on MMOden.com or just click the link in the description. Till next time, thanks for watching.